Hello and welcome to another Do You Remembaer? This is an ongoing video series where every week I read an article somewhere on the internet, often Wikipedia, and I try my best to remember what I just read and share that information with you. And for this one, the title, it won't stay in my head, so I'm looking at it right now, and then I'm going to close the Wikipedia page so I can talk about this animated feature called Super Mario Brothers: The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, which is a movie. It's 61 minutes, released on VHS in 1986 in Japan, because Mario was popular at the time, of course, and continues to be to this day. So Nintendo partnered with an animation studio to make as I said, 61-minute full-length movie about Mario and his brother Luigi and Princess Peach, and then some other characters that got made for the movie. And if you're saying, Pat, that's way before the Super Mario Brothers movie, how come we don't talk about that? Well, because it was only released in Japan and only on VHS. Now, did it go other places? Of course. There were fan subs of it. I remember watching a very low quality version of it with friends, probably in high school. So it's been around, and also it's uploaded on YouTube, I think, in parts, but they're grainy, and these are also, like, because they're fan subs, certainly they're VHS to VHS, and not great. What makes this special, besides the fact that it predates the Super Mario Brothers movie, the 1993 release? Well, because it came out in '86, it is way older. Also, it released the same day as another animated movie, which name, unfortunately, I cannot remember. But it's not a popular, well-known thing anyway. But those two movies released the same day, and they are the first two movies based on a video game. Other things of note about this: it's an isekai, much like the Super Mario Brothers movie, the live action. This is an isekai. The Mario Brothers travel to a world. And it's a world based on a video game. No, not the movie. No, the world, the Mushroom Kingdom that they go to is the world in a video game that Mario plays, thus making this the first ever instance of a isekai where the world they travel to is based in a video game. That's a popular subgenre within the subgenre of isekai, different world anime. If you're confused, so yeah, that's weird. And of course, I need to talk about it because I talk a lot about isekai. It's a subgenre I enjoy. So yeah, what's up with this? Well, the Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi, they own a grocery store. And one night or day, Mario is playing a video game and he's trying to save the princess from Koopa. And the princess breaks the fourth wall and comes out of the video game and is like, "Thank you for trying to save me." And then Koopa and his underlings show up and they kidnap Princess Peach and they leave behind a necklace. And okay, sure. And he's just like, what happened there? And his brother's like, there's probably a way to get there, but I don't know. And then a dog that's somewhere between a dog and like an ant or an insect shows up, steals the necklace, and they chase after it through a pipe and end up in the Mushroom Kingdom. I should say very quickly, they're not in New York. They are in an unspecified area, but it appears to be a desert. So there you go. They're not New Yorkers, as far as I can tell. Or maybe they're transplants. Maybe they moved out. But they certainly are not in New York. They don't own a grocery store in New York, is what I'm saying. Anyway, this old man, you see him in the photo here. He's just like, hey, this is what's happening. People are getting turned into inanimate objects. He's trying to, Koopa wanted to marry the princess. She said no, so he kidnapped her, and he's going to force her to marry him. And You need to collect the 3 important objects that you need, the power-ups. You need to collect the power-ups in order to defeat Koopa. What are those power-ups? Of course, they are a mushroom, a big mushroom, and the fire flower and the star, of course. So collect those 3, then you can defeat Koopa. So they go on a journey. They meet a bunch of different people, lots of different toadstool people, some of whom are like just weird little toad friends. Other ones are like tall, attractive ladies because, of course. They go on a bunch of adventures. The dog's with them. The dog Ant is with them. They're trying to figure it out, trying to save the princess. They manage to collect all of them through various shenanigans, banish Koopa, and she's like, great. Well, actually, I need the other necklace that matches this one. He's like, I don't know. Well, what? Mario's like, I'll help you. Sure. And then the dog turns into this dude. And he's wearing that necklace because he is the crown prince. He's Prince Haru. He's the crown prince of the Flower Kingdom. And he's just like, yeah, that's my fiance over there. So I need your help in order to save her because I got turned into a dog thing. And then Mario and Luigi are like, well, I guess we have to go back home. And the closing credits is them just wandering through the Mushroom Kingdom until they finally go through a warp pipe and back up in where they need to go. And there's a post-credit sequence with Koopa and his underlings working at the they're being forced, I guess, to work at the grocery store. Again, it's not great, but it's good. And you're thinking, oh, Pat, how do I watch this? So you said it was uploaded in chunks on with a fan sub on YouTube. I guess I'll just look that up, right? Well, in the show description below where I normally put the link to this Wikipedia article where you can go read it and see if there's anything I got right and what I got wrong there. I'm also going to include the link to a YouTube video that is a 4K restoration of this film. That's right. Even though it was released in VHS, apparently it had some kind of screenings for audiences in Japan because a 16 millimeter print was found back in 2016. And a collective of people worked together to actually clean the physical film and restore it and get a new fan subbed translation of it. And some people worked on the audio. And there is a 4K restoration available on YouTube. You also could download it by searching the Internet Archive if you really want to just burn it or run it on a Plex server on a Square TV or something. You can go old school with it. But yeah, if you want to watch a really clean looking version of that, you just can. And I put the link in there. And that's just a weird thing. That came out in April of this year. And somebody linked me to it before saying, hey, Pat, have you seen this isekai? And to which I said, yes, I have. But also, wait, why am I watching it? Why does it look so fucking good? I'm going to look at the options you could watch. The settings right now are the quality settings. Yeah, 2160, 1440, 1080, 720, 40, and then 480. So if you want to watch it in 360 or 240p, you can. I watched it in 1080. It's good. It's weird. So that's this movie, and I wanted to talk about it. I mean, what this thing is. It's me talking about things that I read, and I think I got all of it. I don't remember who made the music. I think the closing theme's pretty catchy. Maybe I missed some plot details that would have been good to mention in there, but I think it's okay. I recommend watching it just as a weird thing. It's the first tied as the first movie based on a video game, and is the first isekai where you get summoned to a video game world, and that's wild. So thanks so much for watching this. In the comments below, what do you want to see me cover next? There's an article on Wikipedia that you think, Pat, you should read this, try to remember, I should say, everything about it. Let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like. If you're going to watch it, let me know what you thought of the movie. And thanks so much for hanging out and spending some time with me. I'll see you in the next Do You Remembaer?